There are a ton of do-it-yourself beauty hacks out there. Recently, a popular blogger posted one that we wanted to get to the bottom of. I want you to look at this. Dubai-based makeup guru Huda Kattan shared this trick with her 12.2 million Instagram followers. It received almost 70,000 likes. This shows the blogger putting glue on her nose. She then, as you're about to see, once it hangs out, dries off, she rips it off. She admits that it actually worked for her, and she would do it again. But Dermatologist Dr. Sonia Batra may very well differ with this. I'm guessing maybe this isn't good.
Not a good idea.
As you guessed, yeah, this is a no from the dermatology standpoint, because this glue is not formulated to be used on the skin, even though she makes a point in her blog that it's non-toxic. But the problem is the glue can be far too adhesive. It can actually peel off the top layer of the skin, especially in people with sensitive skin. You could be allergic to it. And people who are already using medicines for their acne, that is going to make their skin more fragile. So think about all the people out there using alpha hydroxy, using retinoids, which already thins that top layer and just makes it so much more likely to peel off.
Now, how about this compared to those strips that do a similar thing where you kind of rip them off and all the blackheads come out?
Well, so at least those have been tested for use on the skin, right? So the assumption there, is that it's not going to trigger an allergy.
So what does work?
So we brought some examples of ways to avoid the blackheads in the first place.
Probably the best. Prevention's always the key in medicine,
exactly.
right?
I mean, and once you have them, you can do facials, you can do extractions, but prevention is always the best measure. And really just a good old-fashioned washcloth or a physical exfoliant where you're going in and you're taking out whatever is left in those pores at the end of the day, whether it's pollution, dirt, makeup, sunscreen, you name it. So one way is just to exfoliate and make sure that you're cleaning them out. Because remember, those blackheads are just open, clogged pores that have oxidized in contact with the air. So they've turned black and you can really see them. And that's why people really hate them. These are all chemical exfoliants. So what they do is they're really meant to stimulate cell turnover. They're meant to kind of help get the pores unclogged. So we have a couple examples here of alpha and beta hydroxys. Those are fruit acids like glycolic acid, salicylic acid. And so these are great at-home tools that stimulate cell turnover and unclog the pores. And then both of these are kind of the other darling of dermatologists. We have a retinol and a retinoid, or a prescription strength retin A, which is basically a vitamin A derivative that's meant to unclog your pores, turn over skin, and actually can shrink your oil glands so you're producing less blackheads.
And what about
in the
heat?
first place.
Because, right, Sonia, when we go, if you get a medical facial or you get a spa facial, they always start by blasting that steam or a warm face cloth to kind of loosen it up and open the surface of the pores a little. I mean, do you recommend that too?
So yeah, so anytime you are going to try and either get medical extractions or in general, the heat will help soften those pores. It'll open them up. It'll also soften the contents so they can be more easily expressed.
I just love that feeling and that visual when you squeeze and you see that.
It's wonderful. Well, thank you for these wonderful tips and advice. More to come.